Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Chelsea Bayarte. The International Space Station welcomed 3 new residents this week, and thanks to the arrival of a cargo spacecraft, the astronauts are keeping very busy this week with their delivery of scientific experiments and supplies. On Saturday, March 23rd, NASA astronaut Tracy C. Dyson launched aboard the Soyuz MS-25 spacecraft from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, kicking off her journey to the International Space Station. She was joined by her crewmates, a Roscosmos cosmonaut and a Belarus spaceflight participant. Her crewmates will be aboard the space station for just 12 days, but Tracy is scheduled to spend 6 months in space. The Soyuz spacecraft and its crew arrived at the space station 2 days after their launch, docking to the station's Prashal module just before lunchtime on March 25th.
And we are so grateful for everybody that has helped us get to this point, both through training and execution. And it's great to see all of you sitting there, and we look forward to executing this mission together. Thanks.
This is the 3rd spaceflight for Tracy Dyson. If you want to know more about Tracy, we sat down with her in a recent episode of our Astronaut Moments video series, where she talks about growing up with an electrician for a father and how that influenced her career as an astronaut.
Space to Ground.
In addition to welcoming the Soyuz MS-25, the space station also saw the arrival of a Cargo Dragon spacecraft. The SpaceX freighter arrived the morning of Saturday, March 23rd, after a day and a half of transit time. It delivered more than 6,000 pounds of scientific experiments, food, and other supplies to the astronauts living on board. The spacecraft will stay docked to the space station for a little over 1 month. So, what do you do when a package gets delivered to your door? You have to unpack it and make room for all of your new stuff. And that's exactly what the astronauts have spent the past week doing. They've been unloading the cargo that they received, all while making time to participate in some scientific experiments. This week, NASA astronaut Laurel O'Hara worked on an experiment called H-Bond in the station's Life Science Glove Box. H-Bond is an abbreviation with a big name. Are you ready for the whole thing? It's called Human Brain Organoid Models for Neurodegenerative Disease and Drug Discovery. It studies neuroinflammation, a common feature of neurological disorders. The study looks at cells from people who have Parkinson's disease and multiple sclerosis, and tests the effects of drugs to treat neuroinflammation. Results could improve the way that we diagnose diseases, further study the effects of aging, and help find treatment for patients suffering from these conditions. If you've always dreamed of going to space, now's your chance. NASA's hiring astronauts, and the application is now open. Head over to nasa.gov/astronauts to see if you qualify. That's all for Space to Ground. Thanks for watching.